The morning light spills through the curtains. A soft breeze moves the leaves outside. You take a slow breath and feel the quiet around you. Your knees feel a little stiff, your back slightly heavy. It's the kind of morning that invites stillness. But deep inside, there's a gentle call to move. Not to rush, not to strain, just to feel alive again. You reach for your cup of tea, warm and calming. The steam rises, soft as memory. You think about how movement used to feel easy. Running, walking, bending, all effortless. Now each motion feels more precious, more deliberate. That's when you remember the simple stretch. Knee to toe, breath to balance. A movement that feels almost like a whisper to your body. A way to wake up your muscles without forcing them. A small act of care that changes the rhythm of your day. You set the cup down and take a slow breath. Your feet steady on the floor. The story begins here, with one gentle bend toward your toes. There's a quiet wisdom that comes with time. The body learns to speak in softer tones. It doesn't shout with strength like it did in youth. It whispers with stiffness, with hesitation, with the memory of movement. You wake up one morning and realize the floor feels farther away. The knees don't bend as easily as they once did. And yet there's a beauty in this change, because each small motion now feels meaningful. Every step, every reach, every stretch carries intention. The body slows, but awareness deepens. You begin to notice things you never did before. The way your breath feels as it fills your lungs. The warmth in your muscles when they start to wake. The sound of your heartbeat steady in the quiet room. This is what movement becomes after 60. It's no longer about speed or distance. It's about connection, body, breath, and soul. The knee-to-toe bend lives in this connection. It's a stretch, yes, but also a conversation. A gentle exchange between your body and your will to keep moving. You don't have to push, you don't have to prove. You just have to listen. Each time you bend, your body responds with gratitude. It says, "Thank you for remembering me." It says, "I can still move, I can still grow." And that realization carries power. You begin to see movement, not as something you lose with age, but as something you learn again, slowly, gracefully, intentionally. Your joints might be a little stiff. Your balance might waver for a moment. That's all right. This isn't a race, and there's nothing to win. It's simply you, rediscovering your rhythm. In every breath, there's motion. In every motion, there's healing. When you bend your knees, you anchor yourself. When you reach toward your toes, you release what's been held too long. Tension, doubt, fear, all soften with each gentle stretch. Your body remembers the joy of motion. It remembers laughter, dancing, walking under the sun. It remembers the feeling of being light and free. And though the years may change your strength, they deepen your grace. The knee-to-toe bend is not just a stretch for the body. It's a reminder that your story with movement isn't over. It's only transforming. You can start wherever you are. You can move however your body allows. There's no right, no wrong, no perfect form. Only awareness. Only kindness. Because flexibility isn't measured by how far you reach. It's measured by how gently you treat yourself in the process. So when you stand, when you breathe, when you bend, remember this. You are not stretching to reclaim the past. You are stretching to embrace the present. Every small bend brings you closer to balance. Every breath you take fills you with quiet strength. This is the beauty of movement after 60. Not in youth restored, but in wisdom lived. And as your body sways softly, your heart whispers, keep moving, keep living, keep feeling alive. The body is a quiet machine of balance and rhythm. Every joint, every muscle, every tendon has a story to tell. The knee-to-toe bend is where those stories meet. It may look simple, But inside that movement, magic happens. When you bend forward, the muscles in your legs awaken first. Your calves tighten gently, your hamstrings stretch like silk. The blood begins to flow faster through your lower body. Oxygen travels deeper, reaching places that have felt asleep. Your heart doesn't rush, it hums in calm harmony. This is science and serenity intertwined. Your knees act as anchors, strong yet forgiving. They guide the bend, keeping your balance steady. Meanwhile, your spine lengthens, vertebra by vertebra. The motion invites space between each bone, soft and alive. That space is freedom, the freedom your body craves. Your back muscles engage, supporting the movement with quiet strength. They remind you that posture isn't about standing tall. It's about feeling aligned, grounded, whole. Your ankles and toes do their part too. They stabilize you, hold your weight, whisper balance beneath your feet. Even the smallest muscle joins in this graceful conversation. It's like a dance, slow, rhythmic healing. Science calls it improved circulation. You'll feel it as warmth spreading through your body. Science calls it joint mobility. You'll feel it as ease returning to your movement. Science calls it oxygenation. You'll feel it as lightness in your breath. Each bend becomes a signal, a reminder that your body still works in perfect harmony. Your mind begins to quiet down as your body takes the lead. Thoughts soften, worries drift away. All that remains is motion and breath. For seniors, this gentle activation means more than just exercise. It means independence. It means comfort in daily movement, walking, climbing, reaching. It means waking up without fear of stiffness or pain. When the body moves, the mind follows. The chemicals of calm, serotonin, endorphins start to rise. They lift your mood in the simplest, most natural way. You begin to smile without reason. Your heart feels lighter, your thoughts more forgiving. This is what a single bend can do, transform a morning into renewal. It's not about athletic goals or perfect form. It's about biological kindness, a moment of gentle science between you and your body. The stretch becomes your medicine, your meditation. With each repetition, your circulation improves. Your muscles grow more responsive. Your balance strengthens quietly, almost without notice. And then one day, you realize you've become steadier. You bend lower, rise smoother, breathe easier. The body adapts beautifully when treated with care. The knee-to-toe bend is proof of that, a bridge between motion and peace. Every bend carries a message. Age may slow the body, but it cannot silence its rhythm. Your cells, your muscles, your heart, they're all still listening. They just need your permission to move again. Before any movement begins, there is stillness. A pause before the body awakens. You stand in that silence, feeling the weight of your own breath. The room feels gentle, touched by light and calm air. You let your shoulders drop, your chest soften, your mind settle. This is not yet the stretch, this is preparation. The place where movement is born from awareness. Take a deep breath in through your nose. Let it fill you slowly, like water rising in a calm pond. Hold it for a moment, then exhale softly through your mouth. Feel how your breath moves the space inside you. Your lungs expand, your ribs open, your heart beats steady. This rhythm is your foundation. Before your knees bend, before your hands reach, you must listen. Listen to what your body says in this quiet. Is there tension in your back? Is there tightness behind your legs or in your shoulders? Notice without judgment. Observation is the first step to freedom. You can't release what you don't first acknowledge. The mind prepares the body, the breath prepares the movement. When you are present, the body feels safe to move. Safety brings softness, and softness brings flexibility. So you breathe again. Deeper this time, slower, like the ocean's tide. The ground feels cool beneath your feet. Your toes spread, your arches press gently into the floor. This connection roots you. It tells your body, I'm here. You might hear a faint crack in a joint, a small protest. That's okay. It's your body waking up, clearing the morning fog from its rhythm. Each inhale invites calm. Each exhale releases what no longer serves you. Tension in the neck gone. Weight behind the knees softened. Pressure in the back lighter. You're not just warming muscles, you're awakening attention. When you prepare like this, even a simple stretch becomes sacred. It's not just about moving correctly. It's about moving consciously. You can stand by a window and feel the sunlight on your skin. Or in the garden, where the air carries the scent of earth and life. Wherever you are, presence is the true environment. You begin to notice the subtleties, your pulse, your warmth, your awareness. And you realize the stretch doesn't begin with bending. It begins with permission. Permission to slow down. Permission to listen. Permission to care for yourself. When you reach this state, you're no longer forcing movement. You're inviting it. Your body responds with gratitude. Your breath flows with ease. This is the bridge between rest and motion. The quiet moment before strength returns. A whisper before the dance begins. When the mind and body meet in stillness, harmony follows. And from that harmony, the knee-to-toe bend will rise naturally. Not as an exercise, but as an expression of balance, calm, aware, alive. You stand tall, feeling the ground beneath your feet. The air feels quiet, your body ready. This is where the knee-to-toe bend begins. It starts not with effort, but with awareness. You take a slow breath in, letting your chest expand. As you exhale, your shoulders melt away from your ears. Your spine grows long, reaching toward the sky. Your chin rests gently above your collarbone. Now your feet steady, shoulder-width apart. Your toes spread slightly, finding balance. You feel the firmness of the floor, solid and grounding. This is your foundation, steady, safe, alive. You bend your knees softly, just enough to unlock them. No tension, no strain, just fluid readiness. Your body understands this language of care. Now begin the bend. Hinge forward from your hips, not from your back. Let your arms hang loosely toward the ground. Your fingers might brush your knees or your shins. It doesn't matter how far you go. What matters is how gently you travel there. You feel a stretch in the back of your legs. The hamstrings hum, the calves lengthen slowly. A sweet ache of motion after stillness. You breathe in through your nose, calm, deep. Exhale through your mouth, releasing the stiffness. Stay there for a few seconds. Let gravity help you, not push you. Your head hangs softly, your spine relaxed. The world feels quieter down here. You feel your heart beating near your knees. The breath continues, steady, patient, rhythmic. Then, when you're ready, begin to rise. Press your feet into the floor, feel the strength beneath you. Unfold slowly, vertebra by vertebra. Your spine rolls up like a wave returning to shore. Your shoulders lift last, settling gently into place. You take another deep breath in. Your body feels open now, awake, alive, lighter. Repeat the motion again, slower this time. Each bend becomes smoother, easier, more graceful. You find your rhythm, a quiet dance between balance and release. Your body begins to trust the movement. Your mind begins to rest within it. There's no rush, no competition. Each breath guides the motion. Each motion deepens the breath. You can feel your back loosen, your legs growing warmer. Energy moves freely from your knees to your toes. You realize the stretch is not about reaching down. It's about reaching inward, toward calm, toward balance. You are teaching your body softness again. You are showing your joints that movement can be gentle. You are proving that strength lives in patience. When you finish your last bend, stand still for a moment. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. Feel the quiet pride in your chest. Your body feels refreshed, your spirit lighter. This is the beauty of the knee-to-toe bend. It's not just an exercise, it's a meditation through motion. And with each slow rise, you rediscover what it means to move freely again. There's something tender that happens when you move slowly. It's not just the body that stretches, it's the heart. Every bend feels like a quiet conversation with yourself. You reach toward your toes and somehow, you reach inward too. The knee-to-toe bend becomes more than motion. It becomes reflection, gratitude, renewal. Your body remembers every step you've taken through life. It remembers the work, the laughter, the moments of stillness. Now, each stretch feels like honoring that memory. You bend not to test your limits, but to celebrate your presence. There's grace in that awareness. You begin to feel a connection between your breath and your story. Each inhale brings peace. Each exhale releases what you've held too long. Old tension melts from your back like ice under the sun. Your legs no longer resist the movement, they welcome it. Your spine flows, your shoulders follow, your rhythm returns. You realize movement can be gentle and still powerful. You don't need to force strength, you only need to nurture it. The emotional weight you've carried softens with each bend. Stress turns into air, floating out of your lungs. The world feels slower, kinder, easier to carry. For a few moments, time seems to pause. All that exists is your body, your breath, and your balance. You start to see stretching not as a task, but as an act of self-compassion. It's a promise you make to yourself, to keep caring, to keep listening. The bend becomes a mirror of your resilience. It reflects how far you've come, and how deeply you still feel. You may have thought aging meant losing movement. But here, you find that it simply changes its form. It becomes quieter, more intentional, more meaningful. You no longer move to prove something to the world. You move to stay connected to your body, your joy, your peace. There's beauty in that simplicity. When you rise back up, you feel lighter than before. The weight of the years doesn't vanish, but it feels gentler. You can breathe more deeply now, without the strain. Your mind feels open, like the first morning of spring. This is the hidden gift of movement, emotional release through motion. Every slow stretch rewrites the story of your body. Every gentle bend says, I'm still here, still strong, still growing. You begin to smile without meaning to. You found calm through motion, and motion through calm. The knee-to-toe bend becomes your meditation in disguise. A moment of peace wrapped in a simple act. You close your eyes for a moment, feeling warmth flow inside. It's not just blood or oxygen, it's self-kindness. The kind that reminds you how beautiful it is to keep moving. To keep trusting your body, even as it changes. To keep listening, breathing, bending, softly, gracefully, gratefully. And in that gentle rhythm, you realize something profound. Movement is not just physical. It's emotional, spiritual, and endlessly alive within you. When you begin to make this stretch a daily ritual, something shifts. Your mornings start with more ease, more softness. The stiffness that once greeted you begins to fade away. Your steps feel steadier, your balance more certain. You start to notice how your body responds with gratitude. A small bend in the morning turns into energy for the day. The knee-to-toe bend becomes a quiet companion in your routine. Not demanding, not tiring, just steady, supportive kind. You learn to trust the slow rhythm of repetition. Each day, your muscles remember a little more freedom. Your joints move more smoothly. Your back feels lighter. It's a slow unfolding, like a flower opening to the sun. and you realize this is not exercise. This is a form of conversation with your body. You listen, you respond, you care. That's what keeps you young inside. Soon, you find yourself bending without hesitation. Reaching for something on the floor feels easier. Climbing stairs no longer feels like a challenge. Even simple tasks, tying shoes, picking up a book, feel effortless again. These small victories build confidence, quiet but powerful. Movement becomes something you look forward to, not fear. You no longer worry about falling or feeling unsteady. You've built strength, not by force but by consistency. Every gentle bend has laid a foundation beneath you. A balance of muscle, breath, and awareness. It supports you through the day, through every step. You begin to notice the effects beyond the body. Your sleep deepens, your mind feels clearer. The rhythm of breath and stretch calms your thoughts. It becomes a form of meditation in motion. When the world feels busy, this ritual brings you home to yourself. It reminds you that stillness can live inside movement. You might even find moments of joy during the practice. A laugh when you wobble. A smile when you bend a little further than before. It's not perfection that matters, it's participation. Showing up for yourself, one small motion at a time. That's the secret to longevity, to peace, to vitality. When evening comes, you can do the stretch again. Not to wake up, but to unwind. It helps the tension of the day melt from your spine. Your legs feel loose, your breathing slow, your body ready for rest. You sleep better because your body has been cared for. And that care ripples through everything you do. You walk taller, move lighter, feel more connected to life. The knee-to-toe bend becomes a symbol of simplicity, of hope. Proof that age doesn't limit motion. It deepens understanding. You don't need heavy workouts or strict routines. Just presence, patience, and a little daily grace. Each bend is a quiet promise to keep moving, keep breathing, keep living. And in that promise lies the gift of true flexibility, of body, mind, and heart together. The room is quiet again, the air soft with peace. You stand still, feeling your heartbeat slow and steady. Your body feels lighter now, as if the weight of time has eased. Each breath flows easily, calm and full of life. You've stretched not just your muscles, but your awareness. You've reminded yourself what it means to move with kindness. The knee-to-toe bend has become more than a stretch. It's a small ritual of gratitude for breath, for strength for today. You realize the body is not something to fix, but something to honor. Every bend, every breath is a thank you to yourself. A thank you for showing up, for choosing to care, for staying present. The light outside softens, the day feels balanced. You are grounded, awake, at ease. Movement has given you clarity, patience, connection. It has reminded you that aging is not slowing down, it's deepening. So as you rise one last time, smile gently. The journey continues, one breath, one bend, one quiet moment at a time. And in that rhythm, you find something timeless, the joy of being alive.